can go ahead and ask Justin a question. And what up? Champ, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm here.
How are you, man? First and foremost, how are you? And congratulations on an amazing performance, man. I
Yeah,
thought that was first class.
yeah, I'm doing great, and thank you. I'm happy to be on the show.
Yeah, man. Wow. Would you say that was the best performance of your career?
Yeah, probably so far, and especially being against the opposition I was facing, being that he was a former world champion or whatnot. So I think I showed up at my best that night, and that had to be my best performance so far.
Yeah, man. I all I can do is matchmake. I want to see you with so many names now. I mean, that was the type of performance that is gonna be remembered. You really put so many right hands together. The pivots were amazing. Sticking to the jab. You walked them down at times, man. You did it all. You did it all. You worked the
Yeah.
body. Um, was it the camp? Is it the style? Why? And I know it wasn't easy. I'm not, not trying to minimize what you did or your opponent, but how'd you make it look that easy, man?
Well, it
And
was
don't
just
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know it wasn't because I seen Rakhimov keep coming, keep trying. You had to
yeah,
fight the you had to beat the fight out of him. But
yeah.
Lord, you made it look so easy.
Well, I think it's all just with the preparation and staying focused. I had a great camp. And then being after my last fight, I just went back to the drawing board and kept trying to perfect all the imperfections and just continue to get better. So that along with just being focused, it all came together.
Man, I know you leave the job of like who's next to Adrian Clark and fighters
Yeah.
for management, but man, with that sort of performance, you don't feel that you can call out some names. I mean, I was
I
looking
feel
at the rankings and I feel like uh at 35, you should get that Andy Cruz fight or the Zaul Abdulayev fight, who Devin Haney for, because you in the IBF rankings from what I see, right? So that would be a good fight. What do you think about Andy Cruz and a potential matchup with him?
I think any fights against any of the big names at 35 is a great fight for me, and I feel like I can beat and compete against any of those guys. So I'm ready for anybody in the top 10, top 15 in the world. I'm ready to go.
Now the announcers, Paulie and Algieri made it a thing to let us know that you've
Yeah,
been up and down on their network. How can
yeah.
you ensure this version of you keeps coming? Why was this camp different from the last camp? Which I thought that was a tight fight with Medueno. I thought you could have edged it, but
Yeah.
what was different in this camp and how can we continue to get this version of you?
Well, like I said, I thought I won the last fight. We go back to that, but again, this was just a better version of me. I was more focused, and really just me just locking in and staying focused and knowing what's at stake. So this is the version that you'll get from now on.
Now, Tone, I know you wanted to ask about the Rolly situation.
Oh, at what point in your career were you supposed to fight Rolly Romero?
Yes, that was when I was back with PBC. I think that was about 2020 maybe, or 20, about 4 years ago probably. Yeah, I was supposed to get the Rolly fight. I was supposed to fight Rolly. I wound up missing weight. I had some problems with trying to make the weight for the fight. It was kind of like a short notice fight or whatnot. Well, I could say I could have been more professional, and yeah, that's behind me now.
Were you with Ronnie Shields at that time?
Yes, yes, I've been with Ronnie 8 years now.
Oh wow. No, I remember being at the gym and seeing you and you
Yeah,
were out, I think like 2 years when I seen you, or maybe a little less than that, and you were just in there getting
yeah,
ready for your
yeah,
comeback.
that was part of. I had kind of got like sat on the shelf after that fight or whatnot, and then I was just getting ready to come back.
Yeah, nah, it's just amazing to see where, from this to that performance Saturday,
Yeah,
man, you destroyed that dude. Them right hands was on the money.
Mhm.
After the first 3 rounds, bro, I don't know. Have you
Yeah,
watched it back yet?
yeah, I watched it once or twice, and it was a great fight. It was a great night.
After the first 3 rounds, I was already like, man, they need to stop it. You was hitting him with so many power shots, bro. Like the fact that
Yeah.
he lasted that long was crazy. At any moment, did you think like, damn, this dude could really take a punch? Did you ever think the stoppage was gonna come since he was
Well, well,
so many clean shots?
well, I figured I would stop him once I started landing the shots clean and flush. I knew it would just be a matter of time. But I was but at the same time, I was thinking, I said, well, this guy is a former champion, so I knew he had some grit, and I thought he may would try to come on in the second half of the fight, so I had to just keep putting it on him.
And you never once forgot to go to the body, man. Was that like because Ronnie was reminding you, or you seen the openings? Because again, you mixed it up very well in there with the variation of punches.
Well, of course, it was a mix of both. With Ronnie and my older brother, Daquan, they both drilled that into me in camp, all camp long. That go to this guy body, that'll slow him down. Go to the guy body. So it was just second nature at that point once I got in there.
Now, did you yourself watch any tape? I'm sure your team, your training team did, but did you watch any tape of him at all, or was that just all you seen what you seen on fight night?
No, I watch like when I get sent to fights, I watch a little bit of the tape, but for the most part, I let my trainers watch the tape and they go over the details and they feed it back to me. I just follow the game plan.
All right, I got a couple questions from the people, and remember, guys, if you want to ask Justin a question, get it in now. He is pressed for time. We got Toledo Treese in Ohio. He says, "What's the hardest thing to cut from your diet while getting ready for a fight, and who did you spar in camp?"
Sweets is the hardest thing for me. I love sweets,
Which
but
camp? Because I'm huge on M&M's, Snickers, and Kit Kats.
no, it's more like chocolate chip cookies, stuff like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. I love those. And I sparred a lot of young guys. It was young guy by the name of Santana. He gave me a lot of great work this camp, and I really appreciated him.
Um, I know your one that's Tellus is in there. Is he too big out of? I mean,
Yeah,
during camp.
yeah, he a little bigger, but I worked with him once before. He a great fighter, man, and it's a pleasure to be working next to him in the gym.
Yeah, nah, he's next up for sure, man. He's looking
Yeah.
good. Um, we got next up, we got New York Bullet. He says, "What up, champ? Who were some of the fighters growing up that inspired your style, if any? Blessings."
Well, I got a few different favorite fighters. I love Floyd, James Toney, Tommy Hearns, and then Marvin Hagler. Those are my four favorites.
We got Huang out of Houston says, "Congratulations on your performance, champ. Longtime fan.
Thank
Were there some big changes made in the long layoff, and who do you want next?"
The biggest change was just making sure I stayed focused the whole time, and also bringing my older brother in to have him with me day in and day out in camp. As far as who I want next, I want any of the top guys. It's no particular names. Any of the top guys I can get a shot at the belts, or any fight that could put me in line to get a shot at one of the belts. That's what I want.
How soon do you think you can be available for another fight?
I'll be ready to go immediately.
I mean, which will put you, what month would you want to be back in the actual
I
ring?
think I'd love to be back before summertime, before May, June.
Okay, May or June, that works. That works. And you are you signed with Probox?
Yes, I'm with probox.
Okay, shout out to them. They doing their thing, man. They helped Angelo Leo become a champ. You can be
Yeah,
certainly next, man, because that was a great performance, and they match tough. So we know what we getting with you, man. You know.
yeah.
Um, so no time off. What do have you made it to the point in your career where you want to take a vacation, or is it back to the lab for you?
No, it's no vacation at this point. The job not done yet. I haven't won the world title. I haven't made the money I want to make in the sport yet. So right now it's just still remaining focused. The job ain't done until it's all the way over.
And this is another one here from Ohio. I know you've already basically said you'll fight anybody, but they want to know, would you fight Giovanni Cabrera or Lucas Body?
All the fights, I fight anybody if it makes sense. It's a top fight. I'm ready to get in the ring and fight him.
I got pound for pound 165 champ. What advice can you give to someone who is just beginning their boxing training journey?
Well, with boxing, the first thing and the most important thing is discipline. Boxing is a sport that's all about discipline. So if you got that and you just show up every day, you'll get better.
And I got Demo who says he's from Houston. Your gas tank look on point. What is your choice of cardio to keep up your pace? That's
Uh,
another your composure. Like I hope you didn't take this offensive. Have you watched Richardson Hitchens?
no, what, like his recent fights?
Yeah, like his Cepeda fight, his Juan Bauza
Yeah,
fight,
yeah, I seen him fight
even
before.
the Baudo fight, right? Like
Hmm.
I felt like that's how composed you was. Like you barely moved. Like you take a step over, a pivot, but you wasn't wasting a bunch of energy circling the ring. Man, you was so composed. That was a great performance, man. So many things you did great.
Thank
I hope to see that version of you again more often.
you. Yeah, for
But
sure.
his question was, what's your choice of cardio to keep up that pace that you had?
Well, it's just a lot of hard work in the boxing gym, just pressing yourself in the boxing gym, in the rounds in the bags, the sparring, the mitts, even pressing yourself on the road work, and then it all come together with the mental. It's all about just remaining calm and having a calm mind, a relaxed mind, and it all comes together.
We got major media from VA. Who's in your top 5 current boxers? So I guess current means active fighters.
Top 5 fighters out that's in the sport right now. You have to say Carnelo, Terrence Crawford. You got Javante Davis, Arthur Bellaby, Bivol. Like those guys probably be my top.
For sure. Who in your division do you think would give you your toughest fight?
I never really thought about who would give me my toughest fight because on my best night, I'm gonna be their toughest fight. I'm sure of that.
Mm. Well, in your division, obviously February 22nd, Shakur, the WBC champion, is going to be facing Floyd Schofield. A, do you think Schofield is ready for that challenge? And B, how that fight plays out?
I think it's a great fight. He's a young Schofield's a young fighter. He's hungry, so I can't say if he's ready or not. But it's gonna be it's a tough challenge, of course, with Shakur boxing skills and his ability. And if I'm being honest, I kind of see Shakur having a lot of experience, advantage, and maybe boxing his way to a victory. But I think it's gonna be a great fight, and we have to just watch and see.
You know, when I was doing my monologue on watching your fight and talking to my audience, I said De Los Santos would be a good fight. What you think about that fight?
That's another great fighter. Haven't heard much about him lately, but that's a great fighter too. He in the top of the division. I'm ready for any of those guys, like I said before.
Yeah, speaking of having heard of him, he hasn't fought since that Shakur fight. Would that
Okay.
matter to you that you getting him off that long layoff, or would that if I was on your team, I'd be like, yo, let's take it because you getting him off that long layoff. He a name. Last person he fought was Shakur, so that's what people remember. If you beat him, they're not gonna remember the layoff. They're gonna remember Shakur beat him and then you beat him.
Yeah, that all makes sense. So it's really whatever makes sense to my team, and I don't turn down fights. So I'm here to fight everybody. Everybody at the top. That's what I want.
I got Dom B from OKC. What up, champ? What's the highest weight class you see yourself moving up to? Shit, I'm gonna take a guess and say 54, man. Your back look, bro. You look like you do pull-ups every fucking day. I was like, damn, man, you look great that Saturday night, bro. That was
Yeah,
an
I'm a
amazing.
pretty yeah, I'm a pretty big guy for 35. I don't know about 54, so maybe 47 one day.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7.5".
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Bradley was 5'8". He made it the welterweight for sure, not the
Yeah,
50.
I know some of the welterweights be shorter guys, and I got pretty long arms too for the weight class. So I think I can see myself moving up.
No, your reach was another advantage, not only on the jabs but defensively. You can block with you have so much arms to block. It was
That's it.
yeah, nah, look good. RJ Hayes says Rakhimov only loss prior was to Joe Cordina, and that was a split decision. So you getting a KO is impressive as Fuck. Pauldo versus Cordina in the UK next? Question mark. I'm sure you're gonna
Eh,
say yes.
I would turn that down. That'd be a great opportunity too to fight another former champion who's accomplished and has a name for himself. That'd be a great opportunity for me.
You know the beauty in that is that your manager
Mhm.
he already had one at one point Otto Valin fighting on a Turkey Al Sheik card, so a
Yeah.
Cordina fight may be possible and in the cards for you.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
we got Demo that said well we went to we got he says Demo from Houston. Could I come down to the gym and get some film of you? Oh, he's in Houston. Okay, so that's something we'll talk with Ronnie about.
Yeah.
And Huang out of Houston says, congratulations on your performance, champ. Longtime fan. Were there some big change? We read that one already. So I guess we got to all of these. Let me refresh here one more time.
Champ, um, I wanted that two questions. First question is, how long do you marvel in a performance like you had on Saturday night? Like, I want to know boxers' mindsets after the win. Is it just like one night? Now you like, okay, that shit is over. Let's go on to the next. How long do you marvel in those wins?
That's pretty much me right there. Like once the fight over with, I'm happy for that night or the next day, and it's like what's next now? It's just try to remain focused. I know that's not the finish line, so like I done great, done what I prepared to do, but that's not the finish line for me. That ain't my ceiling.
Nice. And what's your thoughts on Terrence Bud Crawford? He posted yesterday that he weighs 186 pounds. Do you think that is should Canelo fans be hyped for that, or should they be worried that the man is ripped at 186?
Well, I think when you fighting a guy like Terrence Crawford, you always gotta be worried. He's such a great fighter, and I don't know if the weight, if that really is gonna matter the most. That's gonna play a factor. It's all about the skills that Terrence possesses. So of course they should be worried.
Nice.
Well, champ, that's all the questions. Actually, we got one more from Octo that says, "Who's your favorite music art?" Excuse me. He says, "Greetings, champ. Who's your favorite music artist? And give us one movie we should watch."
I'm from the South. My favorite is Lil Bootsy, and I'm really not a movie guy, so I can't give you a movie.
And what's your thoughts on Albert Bell? And would that be a fight you'd be interested in? He's pretty tall. He's like 6'1", though. Just moved up to 135 from 130.
That's a very good boxer, man. He's a good boxer. I seen that he moved up from 130, and that's another excellent fight for me too, if it makes sense.
All right, champ. Well, those are all the questions, man. We appreciate your time. Congratulations once again on an amazing performance. I hope this opens up some huge doors for you, and we get to see you in them big fights.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on the channel, and y'all continue to follow my career, man. Thank you.
We'll do, we'll do. And anytime, man, look to have you back on soon. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Top contender, Justin Paolo with an amazing performance Saturday night. Honestly.